Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome to another episode of Disagreeable Nerd. I am Pager / Sharday, your co-host / factoid host, and here I have with me. You guys gotta say your name.
You just said here you have with you. I wasn't sure.
And you just say it. I don't.
Who first? I'll go first. I'm Gabi.
You just killed my intro.
The titular Disagreeable Nerd.
And this is Deej. I come last.
Okay, so when you say you're a factoid host, what factoid do you have for us this week?
So I think we should start that up. Like, have a... Like, I don't really know. It's not a planned factoid thing. It's more like it comes up out of my brain. Like, when you guys are talking and I think of something.
Spontaneous factoid?
A spontaneous factoid. Thanks, Deej. So, anyways,
I thought you might actually have some knowledge to impart to us.
Well, that's part of being a spontaneous factoid host. Anyways, let's get to our why butts here. We're going to go ahead and start out with that. And DJ, why don't you go ahead and tell us about it?
Oh, thanks. Thanks for throwing me out there. Now you see how
it feels.
DJ, what have you been up to? Why butts?
I have been listening to the audiobook.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
He totally talked over you that whole time.
It's fine.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was singing a song. I'm making the intro song. Talking about some why butts. And
continue, Deej.
Is this like the Barry Gibbs talk show?
Talking about some why butts. Okay, go right ahead.
Anyway, I've been listening to via audiobook through Audible The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh.
And it is good.
Nice.
But it is also 52 hours long.
How high has he gotten so far? 997? 998.
Huh? Days?
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh my God.
What?
1, 2, 3.
So
Anyway.
So when did you start that?
It's been a few days. It's kind of hard. I only listen to it on the way to work.
Yeah.
Which is errands at work.
It's a 5-minute drive. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I've been running errands for the last 2 to 3 weeks, I'm in the van for about an hour to 2 hours every day. So I've been listening to it while I've been doing that. I'm only 6 hours in maybe to the 52-hour book.
52 hours? I didn't think it was that big.
It is extremely long.
I can't understand that. That is crazy.
Yeah, I have... Oh, no, I guess I'm farther along. I have 45 hours left. I'm in chapter 18.
I don't remember The Count of Monte Cristo being that long of a book.
I thought my book was long in Audible. It's 20 hours. I was thinking,
Yeah, that's what the majority
hours.
are 12 to 20 hours.
Wow. But that's okay, because
Sometimes high 20s, but that 52 hours is...
Dang.
I would not have expected that.
Yeah. So, a part of my why butts or listening to the book made me want to watch the movie because I always forget about the movie. But it is one of my favorites. I love that movie.
I guess I've never
The one with Jesus in it?
Jim Caviezel.
Uh-huh.
movie.
And
Jesus Caviezel?
Jesus Caviezel. What's the Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was interested when I was listening to the book. I was like, wow, this is so different from the movie. There's a lot of things that were different. So I was like, you know what? I want to watch the movie. And sure enough, Char had never seen it. Surprise, surprise. So,
Is it the old version of it that you've seen? Or
no, not the one from the
40s?
What was it, 70s or something? Was it 40s?
I don't know. There's an old version. But then there's a version
40s.
that came out in the 90s, which is this one, I think.
I think early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Henry Cavill is in this movie.
Really? Okay.
I had forgot. Yes, he is the son of the Count. Well, the Count, you don't realize it's the son.
Like of the solar system?
Yeah, the sun. S-U-N.
But
anyway, he's
providing
18?
light.
He's 18 or 19 in this movie. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Is he sexy?
He doesn't. He's a scrawny kid.
Oh, so he don't have his man muscles on him yet.
Oh, God.
No. I think in the
not
movie he's
that
actually supposed to be
cute.
16.
Are you insane?
Yes.
He's like probably in the top 3 sexiest men alive on Earth today.
I'm
Troy
not
doesn't
saying
think he's all that
I
either.
don't think he's ugly. He's just
Y'all
kind
are
of basic
idiots.
to me. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I take his body and his chin any day of the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has a nice body. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a nice body,
He is gorgeous.
but
Are you
Yeah, I mean,
kidding
he's
me?
like the
He's got
epitome
the
of-
hair. He's got the chiseled jaw. He's got
The
kind
blue eyes.
he's not
eyes.
really my type. I don't know.
Oh, what is your type? Not good looking?
Yes.
Hey, that's
Oh, Adam.
true.
Adam,
That's not true.
Adam Driver or Henry Cavill? Cavill.
Adam Driver.
Oh my God, you're
Hello.
absolutely out of your mind.
Well, you asked, so I gave you the answer.
It is your opinion, and you're owed that much, but it is wrong.
False.
It is.
Everyone has an opinion.
Your
and
opinion is objectively
yours-
wrong.
Opinions are like butts.
And they.
Everybody's got one.
Everybody's got a butt.
I was gonna
You've
say
been like amputated from the waist down.
I've never heard of this book / movie or any of it.
You've never heard of the Count of Monte Cristo?
No.
It's about
Well, you'll
this
have to
sandwich that counts.
DJ. I tried to look it up and I can only find the 30 and 40 versions.
It's kind of like
Why?
I don't know.
a man ousted from his position, right? Like he gets suckered out or
Yeah,
cheated
so the
out as a
story
kid.
is
I forget.
The book and movie are so different. Like I said, it kind of happens. The outcome is the same, but he comes back from a sailing trip because he's a
Sailor?
crewmate on a ship.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, and his captain dies on this trip. While he's on this trip, he goes in as the last request of the captain in the book, not in the movie. In the movie, they just take him to the shore to see if he can get some medical attention. But he comes into contact with Napoleon because this book is set in like 1815.
I
And
see.
Napoleon gives him
Gosh.
something to take to a friend of his,
Tina.
quotations, friend of his, you know, at this point, Napoleon's like exiled to an island called Elba.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba, because he was the
He's
emperor and
hot.
then he gave it up to the king or whatever.
So you like Idris Elba? Idris Elba or Adam Driver?
Oh, Adam Driver. Still sorry.
Oh my God, you are DJ, Idris Elba or Adam Driver?
They're both cute.
Either.
He said neither.
Idris Elba. Are y'all? What is wrong with you?
Hey, by
I'm
the
a
way,
male.
what else have you
I'm
been
a
up to?
heterosexual male. I'm sorry.
But you can't look at another man and say if he's attractive or not. God, don't be that
Come
guy.
on, Deej. Come on, Deej.
Don't be
Idris.
that guy.
Have
I
you
said
ever had a
Idris.
man crush?
I was just talking about how attractive Henry Cavill was. We talking about don't be that guy.
Well, you just said I'm a heterosexual male.
You kind of
Well,
did.
you're
say-
asking me to choose between two guys.
Yes. like I can clearly say, in my opinion, Idris Elba is
Yes, Idris
highly
Elba.
attractive. Plus, he has a British accent.
Yeah, he does.
That's always helpful.
Well, it's kind of hard. They're both super
For us
cute to me,
Americans.
so I don't know. It's kind of hard to draw the line.
But you're clearly Adam Driver's lane.
I'm a little obsessed with him, though.
You're in the driver's lane.
Yes. I
Okay,
am.
so I just want to get done with my why butts.
Yeah, go ahead.
The story is he gets framed anyway and put into prison for 13 years. And he gets taken away from his girlfriend that he was just about to marry. And basically his friends and crewmates and some other guy pretty much all get together and frame him because they all want something that he has. One wants his position as the captain that he was about to be promoted to. One wants his girlfriend. And one just the letter that Napoleon had given to his friend or whatever, the magistrate, it was his father. So he didn't want to look bad. So they all frame him, put him in prison. Meanwhile, in prison, he does all this stuff, learns it, blah, blah, blah. He gets smart. From another guy.
What?
that's in with him.
Wait. What? Meanwhile, in prison, what does he
gets
do?
smart.
He gets smart like how? What's he doing?
One of his prison inmates there is a
Mr.
Abbey.
Miyagi? What does he do? What's he
he's
teaching?
an abbey, a very learned man. He's
Oh,
he knows like 5 languages, science and English and blah 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 and all this stuff, and he teaches him because obviously he's just a crewmate.
does he learn how to fight in prison?
Yes, he also learns how to fight. Mm-hmm. And then, in the movie he does. I haven't got that far in the book.
Okay.
But he learns all this stuff from his inmate friend that he meets there, and they're trying to escape. And so once they escape, he gets back and basically takes revenge in all these different ways with all this. He gets a treasure from the guy because he knows where a hidden treasure is. That's like millions and millions and millions and millions of gold. And he gets that and basically becomes this rich dude called the Count of Monte Cristo because that's where the treasure's hidden. And then he uses all that, his knowledge and the money, to take revenge on all these people that put him in prison.
It sounds very interesting. I think I'd check it out, the movie.
Kind of sounds like Shawshank Redemption.
I don't know about the book, but maybe. We'll see.
I think the Shawshank, didn't he actually kill somebody?
I don't remember.
So is that all you've been up to, Deej?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Watching TV, you just Ink Master.
Any movie? Oh, Ink Master.
Ink Master.
Any movies?
We watched The Bone Collector with Morgan Freeman and Angelina Jolie.
Gabby, have you ever seen that movie? I haven't.
If I have, it's been forever and I don't care. It's one of those James Patterson novels or something, right?
Yeah, it was kind of like
Kiss
7.
the Girls.
I have no idea.
7, yeah, it's in that genre.
Yeah.
The Spider, Kiss the Spider, one of those books.
Well, I'm also...
Ashley Judd's not in it?
No, Angelina Jolie and Denzel.
Okay. Well, that's already better.
Yeah, and Angelina was like peak Angelina.
I like peak Angelina.
Tomb Raider Angelina.
No, a little earlier.
Oh, a little earlier?
Better.
Hackers Angelina.
I didn't like Tomb Raider Angelina.
Did you like Hackers Angelina?
I think that's earlier than this movie, but yeah.
That's about a bunch of people with emphysema.
Oh, I was going to say, I've never seen it.
Just kidding. It's about people. It's an early 90s film about the internet. You should watch it. Apparently, it just requires skateboarding and techno music to be able to hack stuff.
Lots of...
Yeah. And dial tones. You can trick a machine just by plugging up dial tones to it. Okay, go on. We've lost Sade. She's unfamiliar with dial tones.
I know what dial tones are. I was just kind of trying to move on to my Y butts.
Oh, okay.
So, because I kind of want to get mine out of the way because there's not a lot I have either. I'm still off work, by the way. I watched 2 movies.
You're still off?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Her doctor took 2 weeks vacation basically from Christmas to New Year's.
I honestly don't know when I'm supposed to go back to work, to be honest. Because I'm like, I've got like 3 different answers on when I should come back. So it's like, I have no idea. Anyways, I have to call them at some point. Maybe I'll call them.
When you call him, are you going to say, Doctor, give me some news. I gotta.
Not feeling it.
Nope.
Not here.
Nobody?
Nope.
Okay.
Not me.
Go ahead.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not going to sing it.
Okay. I watched Mean Girls with Gabi for the first time ever. And it was good. I liked it. It was funny. I laughed out loud in several parts of it. And
speaking of peak Lindsay Lohan.
We wear pink on Wednesdays.
Oh, here she goes. Gina started vacuuming. Never fails. Never fails. Are we podcasting? It don't matter where I'm podcasting, who I'm podcasting with. Gina senses it and starts vacuuming.
Well, you did tell her to clean the house up.
Well, I did not tell her.
Yes,
she loves to clean the house.
Clean that house, woman.
I was. How dare you?
I was a witness.
I am not a male chauvinist.
You have nobody else to defend. I'm a witness. Anyways, I watched Mean Girls, and I will say, yes, I liked it a lot. I also watched this really, really bad movie on Netflix called Dangerous Lies. It sucked. I was looking for like a thriller, suspense type of movie, and it was with that chick Camila Mendez from like Riverdale.
No idea.
Yeah, oh my god, that was like, I don't know how I wasted an hour and a half of my life watching that movie. There was so many plot holes, and like they didn't explain certain things. Like, I don't even know. I just know it was bad. So I watched that, and that's pretty much what I did. I don't have anything else. So
yeah, well, I guess we'll just wait for Coffee to get back. I hope y'all want to hear Charp in that back room on a conversation.
I don't hear anything.
Good.
What's going on?
I just explained.
She was done with her Y-butts and waiting on you.
Oh, okay. I just asked my wife to please stop vacuuming just for a few moments.
He said, "Woman, stop vacuuming."
I don't understand. Like, she knows you don't want her to be vacuuming. Why does she keep doing it?
She loves to vacuum that one.
Yeah, but I know why now, though.
The vacuum.
I don't know. Deej, literally, anytime we start podcasting, whether it's this podcast or Board Game Snobs,
I know.
that
Every time we're on a
vacuum
podcast.
fire.
The vacuum is strong in her.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't she wait or do it before?
Because it's like she can't control
hold
herself.
on.
It's like you can't have no self-control. I gotta turn on that button and get all the dust and the trash.
All right. Well, so you're done with yours.
Yep. Golly.
I tried showing Gina and Sade The Man from Snowy River. You ever seen that, Deej?
Sure haven't.
I love when DJ says that.
It's an
old movie,
old.
huh?
I think it's an old Disney movie. I'm not sure. I have it related to Disney for some reason. Maybe it's on Disney Plus.
I know my sister and or my mom, or swap that around. Somebody used to love that movie. I don't remember what. I've never seen it.
It's a romance. It's about Jim Craig living in Australia, breaking some brumbies.
What accent are you doing right now? Is that Australian?
Well, obviously.
I can't tell.
Cockney.
That is obviously.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
a Cockney accent for Australian.
Sure.
So it's all about him and wild horses and trying to break them. And then he does. And
Like their
then
legs?
he goes down a cliff, break their legs, shoot them, find another horse. Then he goes down this cliff like a near 45-degree angle or more. Music's playing. It's glorious. But they both fell asleep.
I
So
didn't
apparently
fall
they were not
asleep.
intrigued.
I just sort of wasn't paying attention.
They were not involved.
I think you showed it too late at a time. Like those kind of movies, I feel like it needs to be like 4 o'clock in the evening, not like 10 o'clock at night.
Or afternoon.
Yeah, you put on a boring movie late.
It's not boring.
It's not like it's boring, but it's like not. I mean, it's like a drama.
It's a slower movie. It's a slower pace.
You can't do that at 10 o'clock at night.
I did.
Well, me and Gina totally
You did.
didn't
You did not.
catch any
You
of it.
failed.
Totally failed.
So anyway, Man from Snowy River, not a hit with this household. We've
Maybe
been
you
watching
should show it another time.
Deej?
We also, I forgot, watched There Will Be Blood. Speaking of a slower movie.
With
I
Daniel
like
Day-Lewis.
slow movies, but yeah, that was super slow.
That's like a tour de force of his acting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that was a dramatic movie, but yeah.
I've never seen it. I've heard it's really, really good,
I've never
though.
seen it either.
Yeah. I noticed something like almost to the middle or after. There was literally no score.
Really?
There was no music. The whole movie.
Are you
ever.
kidding?
Nope. No music. It was all about the movie.
How do they build up to the conflict?
You didn't
Acting.
need the music.
It's called hashtag acting. Daniel Day-Lewis can do it.
Only certain people can, then.
Oh my God, I'm talking about There Will Be Blood, aren't I? I'm talking. No Country for Old Men. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
totally different movie.
have seen that one
Wait,
then.
wait.
That is
Those movies always like the
Those-
titles.
okay.
like
Well,
so-
They're so different.
okay, No Country
Well,
for
it's not
Old
the title of the
Men.
movie. There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men. It just seems kind of like the same type of title.
Oh.
No Country for Old
One
Men is
involves
intense.
digging for oil. The other is about, I don't
Yeah, but
even
the
know,
title.
drug
I'm not
running.
talking about the movie.
It's like someone.
There will be blood. No
Tell me you can't.
country.
Tell me you cannot change the title of No Country for Old Men with There Will Be Blood. Tell me if you watch
Well,
that movie.
that's true.
How do
Because he has a nail compressor gun or whatever.
it's like an air compressor.
It's just like
with a
bam.
piston.
It just
Well, they
shoots
used to kill
holes in
cows.
people's heads.
That movie is so
How does that work?
intense. I remember being
know.
like at the edge of my seat when I
Which
watched it.
one? There will be blood
No
or no
Country for Old Men.
Man, I've
Yeah.
never seen There Will Be Blood.
Okay, well, I'm talking about There Will Be Blood is supposed to be very good with Daniel
Yeah,
Day-Lewis. I think he
No
won an
Country for Old
Academy
Men
Award
was
for it. Oh, No Country for Old Men is like highly regarded. Coen Brothers, blah, blah, blah. I didn't care for it, but some people like it.
It was good.
Clearly, critics thought so.
That Javier Bardem. I think he's weirdly like.
Oh my God, attractive. Are you fixing to say attractive?
Hopefully not in that movie with that haircut.
No.
She will find him weirdly attractive.
The word attractive wasn't in my brain. Just something about him is just kind of like, I feel like I want to be friends with him. Like, weirdly, like, I just want to be friends with him.
But not
guy.
Henry Cavill. Javier Bardem over Henry Cavill. Okay, who's sexier, Javier Bardem or Henry Cavill?
Oh, okay. Okay, so Henry Cavill. I say Cavill because that's what
I don't know what
I thought it was
what it
Cavill.
is.
He has less of like, I think how do you say his name? He's a little bit more. He looks like a grown man.
Well, he is. He's not a child.
He's old.
Yeah, Henry kind of has like a little bit of a less old man face. Or I just edit this whole thing out.
Okay,
Yeah.
done.
You're the one that asked.
All right.
I didn't volunteer this.
Well.
Anyways, I almost forgot to tell you. I just interrupted you. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I forgot to say we started that Selena series. Me and Gina did, but Gabi, he couldn't last like 10 minutes. He
Talk
left.
about boring.
I think you got to get through the pilot. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I like Selena, so I think I'd like it.
Okay, so this episode. Oh wait, real quick in the news.
The news.
I don't have a whole lot because I don't know when this podcast is going to come out. But did y'all ever watch Gilligan's Island? Gilligan's Island
I've seen it, yes. And I know you're going with that.
with Gilligan and the skipper.
They got shipwrecked on an island. It's like from the 70s.
Sade? Never heard of it. She's never heard of it.
I feel like, see, for me, I'm more
Or
of
is
a
that 60s?
visual person. So if I see the picture of it, of the thumbnail movie, I probably have seen it. But like, I
Well, what's it doing for you right
I
now?
have no idea what you're saying right now.
Okay.
Gilligan? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Gilligan?
Yes.
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
How do you even spell that?
Gilligan. Gilligan.
Oh, is that a TV
It
show?
was an old comedy show, a sitcom.
No, I've never seen it.
Anyway, they're shipwrecked. It's always about them trying to get off the island. Anyway, Marianne died, the lady on there.
Yeah.
One of the
Paige
two
doesn't know what you're talking
young.
about.
It was Marianne and Ginger, and it was always like she was the brown-headed girl, brunette, and Ginger was red-headed. Is that where they get ginger, like calling people red-headed people gingers? Or is it actually the color of ginger?
I think it's the color.
So anyway,
R.I.P. to
R.I.P.
Mary Ann.
her real name was Dawn Wells. She was
Dawn?
80. She was 81,
Dawn.
80 something years old. So she lived a long life.
Long, full life.
I think said hers was related to COVID-19 as well. She was 82 years old. So
Wow.
it's pretty good. It's a pretty good bit you got going there. Other than that, that's about all the news I've got. So let's go to our main topic
Yeah, there's not much to go on now.
No.
of our favorite comedic movies of all time. Me and Deej have a top 10. Sade has a top 5. She's not big into comedies.
I have a top 5.
She
not
doesn't
because-
like laughing.
No, I don't have a top 10 because I didn't realize we were doing top 10. I did just top 5, and I can't not come up with another 5 funny movies in like this moment or 10 minutes before the podcast. So I'm just going to listen and comment or commentary, whatever.
Any honorable mentions?
Commentate.
I might have some. Yeah, possibly. I do have
The only reason-
a list.
Yeah, the only reason I've got 10 is because I just had 10 movies and I didn't know. Like, it was all loose. Because this, like I said, I was telling Gabi, I have no idea if there's movies I've seen that I don't remember.
That's what.
So I just
yeah.
put 10 of my, or actually it was like 11 of my top in there and then ranked them from there. And then I just kept the whole list. So that's
I mean,
my
you
top.
start
Yeah.
Googling like comedies of all time and like you realize how many movies you forgot about.
Like
So-
I have more than 5 technically in my list, but it's not like it's like 7 really. I just didn't think
Well, you can start from
they
7
would
if you want.
matter. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So we're going to start at 10 though. My number 10 comedy of all time is Spaceballs. Ever seen it?
I haven't. I've seen bits and pieces.
It's basically the spoof of Star Wars and other star space movies of the time.
It's Mel Brooks, so it's
Mel
just a
Brooks
spoof.
with Darth Helmet and John Candy. Dark Helmet. Yeah, I guess I can't use Darth. John Candy, and which one is that guy?
Which one is John Candy?
No, the other guy.
Oh, the one from Independence Day, the president. I always forget his name because he's not in much anymore.
Here we go. Right off the bat. Can't remember things. So, well-prepared podcast on my part. But
You
anyway,
need to get your life together, man.
Spaceballs, now here's a caveat as well. I rewatched some of these movies not that long ago and realized,
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, not Paxton.
Yeah, he plays a character called Lone Star.
Lone Star. I wonder if that's where they got the character from Guardians of the Galaxy from.
Mm-hmm. John Candy plays a half dog, half human called Barf.
Barf! That's right. Mm-hmm. So, like, the movie opens up, the ship has gone plaid, and it's got a bumper sticker. So, like, right off the bat, you know what you're in for. It's of the airplane ilk, just Naked Gun.
Just a funny movie that makes no sense.
Just stupidity. Just rampant stupidity. We've been jammed. Talking about their telecom systems.
Radar.
They, like, literally throw jam at the radar. Try to...
Grape jam starts running down the screen.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just super cheesy and funny, in my opinion. But I haven't seen it in probably 10 years, so I might need to rewatch it.
It's still funny.
Okay. Deej?
All right, so my number 10 is Meet the Parents.
I forgot about those. Those are those are good.
Just the first one. I don't really care for the mix.
Those are awkwardly funny.
Yeah.
As a younger person, I didn't really appreciate Meet the Parents, but then as I got older and I rewatched it every now and then, it got funnier and funnier to me.
Yes, I agree with you. Like, I remember going to watch those in theaters and I always thought they were dumb or I didn't understand what was happening. Then I rewatched them.
Which is unusual for me because usually that kind of movie I'm all about, even when I was younger, but it just didn't really, I don't know, it didn't hit, but later it did.
Right.
Like milking the cat. You can milk anything with nipples.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't want to talk much about it. We can go ahead and move on.
No, it's good. I mean, that was Ben Stiller's heyday. Now you don't see a whole lot of Ben Stiller.
No, really.
Except in Night at the Museum.
Those are done.
Even that was like 10 years ago.
Oh, has it been that long?
Been a while.
The first one was like 2007 or something crazy.
It's been a while.
Never mind.
Fockers was good. It's that uncomfortable humor that really is uncomfortable, and it's like either you're into it or you're not. Kind of like The Office.
A guy making a fool of himself.
Yeah. And I mean, he basically played Ben Stiller in all his movies in that period. But it's funny. It's funny. I like it.
Yeah.
My number 9 is When Harry Met Sally.
Oh my gosh. I was going to put that in mine, but I didn't.
You ever seen it, Deej?
No, I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen it.
It's old. It's 80s.
Mostly just the diner scene.
Just rom-com. It's like the rom-com of all rom-coms.
Well, I think I had never heard of it until this year, like you showed it to me.
Yeah, it's just the dialogue is quick and witty and fast, and it's a greatly written movie.
It's Billy Crystal, right? And who plays opposite?
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan, there you go.
And it's not even like they don't even end up together, right? I think they kind of like grow apart. I can't remember.
No, I thought they did end up together.
They do?
Like, it was like...
But they like break up, get back together, break up, and then like they come back together maybe in the end.
I thought they never got together. Like, in the beginning, she was like his like driver, and then years later, she has a man, he has a woman.
Right. It's just like the timing was always off.
And then something happens with either both of their lovers or whatever, and so they've become best friends, and then... They're friends for a while, and then they realize they're in love with each other.
But it's just got, just the dialogue in it is just always witty. And Billy Crystal just always rapid fire anyway.
I
But
can't be friends with the opposite sex.
I'm sorry.
I think that was one of the quotes from the movie.
well, okay.
I've just thought about some movies that I totally forgot about. I'll just go ahead and throw out rapid fire as honorable mentions. So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Heat.
Me and Char watched that for the first time some months ago, but man, it was funny. That whole on the stage doing the what's it called? Poetry? Slam poetry.
I haven't seen it literally probably since it came out.
It was good. It was funny.
I've never seen it.
I also forgot about the Austin Power movies.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen any of those really. I've seen them, but not really all the way through.
Yeah, so Austin Power movies, I'll just kind of lump them together, like the first 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and cut it off there. Also, the Shrek movies, 1 and 2.
I kind of had that in mind, and I have an honorable mention that I just thought of too.
Shrek was good, but yeah.
I'll rank it 2 and then 1. Go ahead.
Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I love that movie. It was so funny.
I just can't
it was hilarious. I was laughing out loud watching that movie. Seriously.
Well, if we're doing honorable mentions all of a sudden, I've got Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with Steve Martin. Friday.
Those are hilarious.
I've got Hot Fuzz.
Don't forget about Bad Boys.
Oh my God, Hot Fuzz.
And as an old movie, His Girl Friday. It's an old newspaper Cary Grant type movie. Literally, they just talk fast the whole time. But I always enjoyed it. Kind of like Bringing Up Baby. All right, my number 9 was Harry Met Sally. Deej?
My number 9 was Dumb and Dumber.
Ah, okay.
I need to rewatch that movie as an adult.
It's still hilarious.
Still hilarious.
I've only seen it mostly as a kid.
It's funny. I put it on my list, but I put it at the lower end because I ranked all my movies by what I would watch if I had the option to watch any of these at one time.
Right. Same.
So this was like the 9th on my list of what I would watch because I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Funny, but it's not like, oh my God, I love this movie. I gotta watch it right now.
It's kind of one of those movies that, I've seen it probably 10, 15 times in my life. Yeah. And it cracks me up every time. But it is very dated. And a lot of his movies, like Jim Carrey in general, I tried watching Ace Ventura as an adult. Not that funny. His faces are stupid and crazy, but...
I almost put those in here to rank them, and then I was like...
I've never even seen Ace Ventura. I've heard of them.
When Nature Calls.
Bits and pieces of it, I guess.
The Mask.
Oh my God, I forgot about The Mask.
There was a bunch of Jim Carrey movies. That
lots of quotable lines. I loved them when they came out. But as an adult, I'm like, yeah, they're not great. They have some funny moments in them, but somebody stop me. It's like maybe I'm just over it.
You're overdoing it.
I think we're all over it.
Come on. The Mask is great.
It is, but it's also super dated.
I'd watch any Jim Carrey movie. Sorry. I'd watch any Jim Carrey movie, but not above this list that I've got here.
No, Dumb and Dumber is my top Jim Carrey movie. And in fact, it is my number 8. So we can go on to your number 8.
I have a number 8.
Oh, you got number 8? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So...
Oh my God, explanation.
So, okay, I don't know if anyone's seen this movie, but it's called BAPS.
Nope.
Black American Princesses.
I've heard of it.
It's a movie I watched as a kid all the time, and I always thought it was so funny. Is that a Spike Lee
movie?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like it is.
I just know Halle Berry's in it, and it's in her prime days, I feel like. And
I think that was pre-prime.
Oh, you think it was pre-prime?
I think it was pre-prime.
No, I liked her right then. That's the Halle Berry I liked.
Robert Townsend directed that. Anyway, go ahead.
What is your Halle Berry prime? Is that like Swordfish?
No, just right before her James Bond appearance.
Oh, I guess I liked all her other kind of movies.
Probably.
Like BAPS. I like those.
Well, she won an Academy Award for some movie around that later on in that time. Anyway,
she was in
a 4.7 on IMDb and a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
well, come on now. We're not going to rank Rotten Tomatoes against our
Rotten
list.
Tomatoes is hardcore.
Hey, but 84% of people that watched it liked it, according to Google users.
I just think it's good. It's also kind of nostalgic for me.
Never seen it.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I forgot the other chick's name. And there's a...
And Baps?
Yeah.
Natalie Dessel?
The old man that they...
Martin Landau?
Yeah. Ian
Bernie
Richardson.
Mac's in it?
Oh, I forgot about all them.
Faison Love? Wow.
Faison Love. That's funny. I started watching Torque yesterday. Considering we were talking about it. And Faison Love was in there for just a second. I think it was him. He plays Ice Cube's, I don't know, one of his gang members or whatever, but he was cracking me up.
Is that the guy from that movie with Jon Favreau where they go on their vacation with their wives? Couples Retreat. Yeah, that's it. He plays like the football player dude. Wow. Faison Love. Is he still alive? He's a Cuban. It says he is. He's a big guy. So I was just kind of curious. Sometimes us big guys don't last that long, but he's hanging in there.
52 years, 5'10". Also in Torque, just a side note, I didn't realize that the bad guy in Torque is the same. He's one of the guys from the first Fast and Furious, the one that didn't like Brian.
I don't know.
Immediately hated him because he liked Mia or whatever, but he was the same guy. So he went to the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
He went from Fast and Furious to Torque.
He likes those Speedy movies, apparently. Torque is terrible.
It is terrible. I was watching, I got like 30 minutes into it, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
All right. Baps. That's going to be a good one. Baps.
We got Baps, everybody.
There's a few others I've seen.
Where's Baps in this list? All right, so my number 8 is Tommy Boy. Chris Farley.
I've heard of that. I've just never seen it.
Oh my God, man.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm just kind of
Fat man in a little jacket. You know, I always get though.
Man in a little coat.
I get lines from Tommy Boy and Black Sheep confused sometimes.
I've seen Black Sheep maybe once all the way through.
I always preferred Black Sheep.
Really?
Yes. That tumble down that hill just sealed the deal for me. That movie.
It wasn't Gary Busey?
Yeah, I don't remember. They're both pretty forgettable, except for Tom, Chris Farley doing his thing. Yeah. Which way's the gym? Yeah, they were hilarious, but again, those are the kind of movies like I enjoy them way more as a young person than I do now. But that's okay.
I kind of want to check out this movie.
Top to bottom, left to right. Take Tylenol for any headaches, Midol for any cramps.
So, Charlotte, I've never seen Tommy Boy.
I'm adding that to my list to watch.
I mean, it's considered by many to be of the classic nature. It's a loose term in the comedy genre, but it's okay. Okay, number 7. My number 7 is Princess Bride.
That's good. I like that one. I have seen that. I have seen that.
I have probably seen Princess Bride on. There's one other movie on here that maybe fights it, but I've seen Princess Bride. I don't even know how many times, possibly in the hundreds. I loved this movie as a kid.
Hundreds?
I've seen it. I think I've heard you quote it a
lot. 100 times.
I love it. I almost put it in here. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't equate it with a comedy as much.
Oh,
what? No. It's don't get me wrong. It's a comedy.
I'm kidding.
By all means, it's a comedy.
He's freaking out.
I just didn't put it in this list. I don't know why.
That movie cracks me up. It cracks me up. The inconceivable rodents of unusual size.
Inconceivable. Love it.
Billy Crystal.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't know the lines, but he's talking about
Give us a nice muleta sandwich or whatever.
Love, true love. I mean, this movie just goes on and on and on. And it,
Bit of despair.
Inigo Montoya, You Kill My Father,
Prepare to die.
Queen of Putrescence. I mean, literally almost every line in this movie has been quoted. It's good stuff. It's hilarious
Queen
stuff.
of Putrescence.
Anybody want a peanut?
It's good. It's great. I love it.
Okay. Sharday.
My number 7 is White Chicks.
Oh my God.
I can see a certain pattern with your list.
Black comedy.
Black comedies.
Yeah. Terry Crews was the best part of that movie. When he's singing.
I've never seen White
Yeah.
Chicks.
You've never
never seen
seen White Chicks? What? See, to me, that's crazy. Like, what?
It's not.
It came on TV all the time.
It always looked really dumb to me.
I don't know.
was.
I mean, I like a lot of Wayans brother humor. I mean, I like Major Payne and a lot of In Living Color stuff, but White Chicks was just dumb to me.
I think I like movies like that where they're undercover and they're like putting on mask or face, like how in Mission Impossible they're changing their face. Well, like, they're not like they're doing that a whole lot in this movie, but I kind of like that kind of style, I guess.
Doubtfire?
Yeah. That was good.
Mrs. Doubtfire, I thought about putting on my list, and I decided not to.
I almost put Doubtfire in my list too.
But Mrs. Doubtfire is also one of those movies I've watched again. I'm like,
Yeah. It's a dramedy.
It's a dramedy. Yeah. So
I kind of put any Robin Williams movies on my list for some reason.
because all his are, like you said, they're all dramedies. It's like they might have funny parts, but
Yeah.
They
I mean,
make
like
it super
RV.
dramatic.
I know it's not like a beloved movie or anything, but I love RV.
I've only seen RV one
oh
time.
no.
I love
I
it.
think I liked
RV
it.
is terrible.
I
It
mean,
is, but it's funny.
but it
terrible.
doesn't have to have like a high rating or anything to be good.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece to be funny.
Well, obviously not. Dumb and Dumber.
Hey,
All
it is
right.
a masterpiece.
Number 7, Deej.
Number 7 was Spaceballs.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and move on from there.
Okay.
Number 6. We've
I
already.
see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Number 6, along the same genre,
Talking about
Airplane.
Airplane.
Airplane is the other movie I was referring to when I said I've seen it more times than any of them. Airplane kills me. To this day, it kills me. Every line of the movie kills me. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen like all the comedic bits, but I've never watched the movie all the way through.
It's just so stupid. It is so stupid. And I don't know if it's like the OG of that style, that satire spoof.
I think so.
Taking a genre, like apparently in the 70s, there was a bunch of these Towering Infernos, Flight 70, whatever, these disaster movies, and Airplane copied that and made fun of it like Scary Movie does. But
I think it was the original.
It just cracks me up. Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I mean, it's just
I have never seen this one before, Gobs.
Roger. That's great.
1980.
I don't
guess
know.
Monty Python had to be before that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they're different to me.
That's British humor. It's a little different.
Which I have on my list, some of those. But it's just, I'm trying to think, Airplane or,
All of Gobby's top list is going to be old movies.
I kind of feel it like all these classic comedies from the 50s or something.
no.
60s,
Yeah.
40s.
Oh, some Charlie Chaplin in here.
He's aging himself.
All right. Airplane. My number 6, Sharday.
All right, my number 6 was sick. I said that wrong. 6 was actually an honorable mention. It was Shrek that y'all mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Shrek is good.
Part 1.
I'm a part 2 guy. I've noticed in a lot of these,
Well, I like part 1 and part 2, but I really like part 1. Part 1 was
I
fine.
noticed that most movies, I prefer the part 2, except for Back to the Future. Back to the Future 2 was an atrocity of a movie.
Yeah.
Despite the hoverboard, whatever.
It was
I
worse,
didn't
but I'd
hate
still
it.
rather watch it over the first one.
What?
And the third one, really.
Yeah, the third one's not that great, but mine is 1, 3, 2. Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Back to the Future, a great comedy, but it's not a comedy that I like laugh out loud to.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know.
It's like an action comedy or something. I don't know. Which I have some of those on my list too.
I think if you have the closed cap.
Oh, burp.
Excuse me. Closed
Burps. Not baps, burps.
If you have
Baps.
some of the closed captions on, I feel like if I understood exactly what they were saying and understood the dialogue, maybe I'd laugh out loud. I don't know.
You can't understand the dialogue in Back to the Future?
No, I'm not saying I can't, but like sometimes I don't catch it all, and I may not laugh to it because I didn't hear it. So I bet I would laugh more if I had the captions on, I guess. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
All right. So,
Anyways,
number 6, Deej, was what again? I've already forgotten.
I haven't got mine yet. I think Paige did hers.
Oh, yeah.
What was yours? Shrek. That's right.
Yeah. Mine is Nacho Libre.
Oh my God. How did I forget that one? That's
I
good.
could watch that anytime.
Nachos
but
higher
it'd
up on
still
my
be-
list.
That one's awesome.
Yeah. It'd still be my 6 over these ones I have on my list, but I love that movie. I could watch it anytime.
Agreed.
I've heard you
And I
quote it
left out
many
Napoleon
times.
Dynamite on this list.
Yeah, I did too.
Napoleon Dynamite?
I'm a nacho over Napoleon
Dynamite
guy.
came out. Yeah, I love it
almost
better.
put
It's the same
Napoleon
director,
Dynamite.
Garrett Hess.
Mm-hmm.
But when Napoleon Dynamite came out, I could watch that. I mean, we did watch that. We watched it hundreds of times over at Mama Alice's house because they just wanted to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think I just kind of like overfed my system with Napoleon Dynamite. But it's got a lot
dynamited.
of quotable lines, too.
Get it? No one? Okay.
What'd you say?
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
Don't you pull a DJ on me. Did you say?
I said, did you dynamite on it from watching it too much? It didn't really make sense, really. It just sort of kind of.
So
started
Napoleon
fading out.
is one of those movies that I did not like on first viewing. Then, like, everyone kept quoting it. I'm like, maybe I missed something. And then I rewatched it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is funny. Like that doesn't rarely
you were
rarely happens to me.
influenced.
You got like 3 feet of air that time.
I mean, I don't think I took it in its proper tone the first time. I guess I took it like too seriously, if that could be a thing. Like I mean, I know it's dumb, but like the first time I watched it, I'm like, this movie's really dumb. Like I did not laugh at all. But then everyone kept quoting it. I'm like, that's hilarious. What's that from?
Maybe
They're like
you need
Napoleon
the closed,
Dynamite.
Maybe you need the closed caption.
Maybe I need closed captioning on too.
See, you feel me?
So I started taking a bath, and then I got really hot. So I shaved off all my hair.
This is great.
I kind of want to rewatch it now, just because.
Arm like this. Yeah, these are gonna turn out real nice.
My favorite part of that is his brother. What's his brother's name?
Kip.
Kip. Kip's the best part of that movie to me.
You're just mad because I've been chatting with hot babes online all day.
Him and LaFonda
Yes.
It's
playing
awesome.
footsie with the socks.
Okay, so Napoleon Dynamite. DJ's number 6. No, wait.
Nope.
Nacho
Nacho
Libre.
Oh my gosh.
We started talking about Napoleon Dynamite more than Nacho Libre.
All right. Number 5, top 5. So now Sade's official list begins. My number 5 is The Other Guys
Oh, that's on my list.
my
That's on my
God.
list up there.
I
with
forgot about
Will Ferrell and Marky Mark. I showed this to Sade the other day, and I just laughed and laughed,
I
and
did
Sade laughed and laughed. I'm like, I forgot how friggin' hilarious this stupid movie was.
I think we talked about that, but yeah, man, I
Yeah,
love
we-
that movie.
we
I totally
have.
forgot about it though.
I think it's highly underrated as a comedy.
Yeah, you can throw this probably in anywhere in my next 5, just
Okay.
between them somewhere. I
Well,
like that.
okay. Sade, you're number 5.
Okay. I'm pretty sure neither of you have ever seen this movie, but Fat Girls is my number 5
Nope.
with Monique. Anybody?
Nope.
Fat Girls with a P.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, got you.
it is. I remember watching that movie and laughing out loud nonstop throughout the.
And Monique. I've never found her funny, but that's okay.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
I've always always kind of thought she was funny. Like I liked her in The Parkers. I used to watch that all the time.
Is she the main one of the Parkers?
Yeah, Nikki.
Is she the one from Idabelle?
No.
Oh.
That's the other weirdo. That's the other chick. I know who you're talking about, but
2006 movie.
What did you?
Movies from 2006. IMDb 3.2. Rotten Tomatoes 21%.
DJ always checking your Rotten Tomatoes.
Forget IMDb.
I'm just looking at the movie. These
I'm
are just
pretty
things
sure
I-
Other Guys is not highly ranked on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well,
Probably.
anyway, she's good in that one. It's just a movie about fat girls. And what they go through, and it's just, them trashing the skinny girls and the skinny girls trashing them. It's just like the dialogue is funny to me. I don't know. I like it.
I've literally never even heard of this movie, but I know who Monique is.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I need
She's
to
the
know.
main character.
Okay.
Since you said that, Gabi, what do you think it scored on IMDb? And
Other Guys?
Yeah.
I would say like 56%.
78 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Pretty good.
I'm
IMDb
surprised.
6.6.
That's going to be one of Will Ferrell's higher ranked Rotten Tomato movies.
Oh, sure.
All right.
I kind of picked
Fat
a lot of
Girls.
the funny movies that I watched as a kid that I remembered because those were the earliest memories of funny comedies because we watched a lot of black comedies. When I say black, you obviously know what I mean, hopefully. So I guess that was a thing. Like I have a whole lot of other ones I was going to put, but then I'm like, no. Like I was going to put Life in there.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Life, though, is like, that's another one of those dramedies,
It's hilarious. It's hilarious, but it's also like super like
though. Serious.
Got some.
Okay, so this is a funny. Eric Roberts
Mm-hmm.
is the 5th on the cast for Fat Girls on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that
Eric
now?
Roberts.
Well, he's
Why
Julia's
is-
brother.
Why is he number 5 on this cast? Was he a big part of this movie?
Okay, wait.
At least the 5th biggest part.
Hey, Deej, what's his name? Eric
Eric
Roberts.
Roberts.
Oh, him.
He's usually always the bad guy.
Oh, yeah, he
He played
wasn't.
Robert Meyer.
He wasn't good. I remember. Of
course not.
something with the. You got to watch the movie, but yeah,
Did he also be
was
fat?
He was a no go.
Okay.
Fat with a FAT instead of a PHAT.
What?
That made him the bad guy.
He was demeaning.
Yes, something like
All right,
that.
Deej, you're number 5.
My number 5 is a twofer because they're kind of the same boat for me. Both Adam Sandler movies, both around the same time. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Okay. Doing a
I could
little
watch-
cheating. I got you.
It's not cheating. They're kind of like the same to me.
Pretty much.
I've never seen either of those.
They both crack me up. I could watch them anytime.
I just.
I'm more of a Happy Gilmore guy than a Billy Madison guy.
What's
I am
Happy
too.
Madison?
I am too. And if you think I'm cheating, we can take out.
Happy
Billy
Madison
Madison.
is the production company.
Oh, sorry. What's the movie?
Happy Gilmore is where he plays golf. No, it's fine. I see what you're saying. Billy Madison is. I've probably only seen Billy Madison maybe one time, but it's got Chris Farley. Does it have David Spade in it?
Yeah, it's got like all of his,
Oh, it's
You know,
same
his
old,
movies, they
same
always
old. It's
got
Rob
the same-
Schneider.
the whole same cast.
Those other guys, the guy from Grandma's Boy or whatever.
Yeah. I have no idea what that guy's name
I
is.
have no idea.
But anyway, yeah, so those are, they're both funny to me.
Happy
Love 'em.
Gilmore is pretty good. I eat
But I'd
crap
probably
like
watch
you
Happy
for
Gilmore.
breakfast. You eat crap for breakfast? That's a good one.
I'd watch it over Billy Madison probably, so I'll just take out Billy.
Barrel
You know how I do.
It's okay. All right. My number 4. Speaking of sequels, I prefer over the primary. Rush Hour 2.
Oh my God. How did I forget about those? Oh my God. Yes.
How did I forget about Rush Hour?
I don't know. I don't know. The first 2 are some of the funniest movies I've seen.
Totally forgot about
Yeah,
those.
I definitely prefer 2 over 1, though. 1 is kind of boring to me.
I agree.
2 was the best.
You know, of course, it's, the setup movie, so they got to get everything started. But it is a really good movie. 1 is probably a better movie, like as far as like setup and plot. Whereas 2 just throws you in there, they're buddies, and let the hijinks ensue. That's why I like it, because we don't have to go through basically the character evolvement.
Right.
the guys, they don't like each other. Oh, wait, they like each other in the end, just like the other guys. Just the whole buddy cop thing.
Yeah.
But Rush Hour 2 is just, what happened to Chris Tucker? Where's he at?
Nobody knows.
He don't do nothing.
Dropped off.
He's doing stand-up.
He makes his millions and then disappears.
He's doing stand-up imitating Michael Jackson.
But it's good. It's good. Rush Hour 2, my number 4. Sade?
My number 4 is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
1 or 2?
Oh, sorry. So I think I was trying to figure this one out. I think it's going to be part 1 for me.
Mm-hmm. See, same thing with that one for me. Like, I like part 2 better.
I do too.
But 1 is really good.
I remember I just rewatched part 1 maybe just a couple months ago. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot how funny this one is. I like it. They're both funny. I like them both.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the first one. I just think some of the jokes don't quite land. Like the second one.
I see.
Like the second one, all the jokes are like
no
point. It was kind of
like dry a little bit, or no?
Well, it's like not funny. Like they're just kind of meh.
I see.
It's a joke. It's like you made a joke, but you didn't have to make a joke.
Which is the one where he like stands super still and he's like, "You can't see me."
That's the second one.
No, that one I forgot. Oh, that is the second one. I think all in all, it's just
I'm moving
Guardians
so slow.
of the Galaxy itself.
My movements are imperceptible.
I just like both of them.
But we see you. You're right there. No, you don't. So good.
And then he just can't. Well, he's always talking about that chick being ugly all the time. I think that's so funny. Like he's not shy about it.
He's like,
the second one. And of course, then Thor coming into the second one was hilarious too.
Oh, wait,
was that Guardians?
Are you talking
or was that Avengers?
Avengers?
It was Avengers.
I get them all confused.
I think at the end of the second movie, he hits the ship or whatever.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I was thinking Avengers.
But yeah,
Guardians is with
like they were trying to set up the humor
Kurt.
too much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got you. All right. DJ's number 4.
My number 4 is Hot Rod.
Oh yeah, that one almost made my list. Just for
Hot Rod, man.
whiskey.
Whiskey. Like, what was the point of a safe word when nobody can do anything? You're just going down a hill on a skateboard. Oh my god, that one had so.
Why are you saying it that way? What?
Saying what way? All of it. Where did you get off?
I've never seen that one either.
It's dumb. It is so dumb.
I will forget it. I love that. It's just everything about that movie cracks me up.
That's Andy Samberg at his best.
Yeah, you can't grow a mustache. I have a hormone disorder.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Hot Rod. TJ's number 4. My number 3 is already been mentioned. Nacho Libre. Freaking love that movie.
I kind of want to just say mine already because it's already been mentioned.
Okay.
The other guys.
Okay. So 2 already been mentions.
Yeah.
Nacho Libre and the other guys, like those are movies I can just watch. If they're on, I could just watch them.
Yeah.
Same.
My dad has probably watched Nacho Libre 20 times. Laughs as if he's never seen it before each time.
I can relate to that in some areas.
Go away. Raise some bucks.
That's one of those movies that's like genuinely funny.
Yes.
Like every
Just
part.
Jack Black just being crazy. Just Jack Black, like you could just look at Jack Black and just start laughing.
Right. Do you not realize I have had diarrhea?
So that's your number 3, right? Other guys. All right. Well, yeah, I haven't drank any. Okay, so her number.
I'll go pee real quick too.
Oh, okay. I'll pause. Okay, dude, you're number 3.
My number 3 is Fun with Dick and Jane.
Is that with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Really?
And yeah, I love that movie. It cracks me up.
That's one I haven't seen either.
It didn't really do it for me. Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know. But to me, that was Jim Carrey at the end, and
Maybe you should rewatch it and see if you
I maybe
like it
could.
again.
I should.
I think
Weird. I
I
could have
should
swore it
watch
was you, but maybe it was somebody else who was saying how much they love that movie.
No, it wasn't me. That's never been my top Jim Carrey movies.
Yeah, I love it. Cracks me up.
Talione.
Well, I think it's kind of cool.
They lose all their money, right?
Yeah.
That out of like all our top movies, there's a lot that, well, for me,
We haven't had a whole lot of crossover.
I haven't seen a lot that y'all have on your list, and I think that's kind of cool because now I have movies I can watch. Yeah.
Well, so far we've only had, me and DJ had Spaceballs, Dumb and Dumber. Me and you had other guys. Me and DJ synced up on a couple, but
Yeah, I can't say I'm going to go watch Fat Girls or Fat.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Like a lot of the comedies that I have seen now that I like, the other guys or Nacho Libre, all those movies, those are more recent, like adult page. So I guess I didn't watch that many comedies as a child or teenager. I don't know.
My number 2 is, I'm not even sure that y'all have ever watched this movie.
Oh God, another 40s.
The Life of Brian. Monty Python.
I've heard of it, obviously, but I haven't.
I really want to say
I
yes.
Seen a lot of,
but no.
Monty Python.
I know that what's the Holy Grail is kind of like the one that is most often quoted. And
I think I've seen the Holy Grail maybe all the way through.
It's hilarious too. But
I think these are some of Stanley's favorite movies.
But The Life of Brian to me is
Brian Orion.
Brian with a B. And that's why it's so crazy, is because he's living like parallel to Jesus during that time. So he's living.
This is a comedy?
Yes. And his name is but that's part of the stupid part is his name is Brian, but yeah, he's living over there and he's like living parallel to Jesus. And humor is just it's stupid, but then also there's lines that are like real quick and smart and cutting, and it's like, I don't know what you would call it.
I love British humor.
Satire.
Yeah, there's some satire in there, but I don't know. It's just the things they come up with in that movie are just so ridiculous. But I can't hardly explain it. But hilarious Monty Python movie, Life of Brian. There's also the one I think is The Meaning of Life, where it's like the guy that it's more like a parallel to Moses and Lot. I just remember like the dude's like trying to salt some food of his, so he like chips some salt off of Lot's wife because she's a pillar of salt, and he's like trying to salt his food, so he goes over to her, like chips off some of her salt.
I can kind of see like, the humor.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy humor, but I love it.
I would kind of equate that humor to like Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. But it's not quite so smart, but it is funnier.
Yeah.
It's more in your face, like funny.
Right.
Life of Brian, my number 2.
Okay.
Page.
Page. Mine is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Nice.
I can watch that movie.
That's probably DJ's number 1.
It's like hilarious. I rewind parts of it to like see it again because I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's funny.
First time me and Gabi and Andre watched it together, we rewound apart. Can't remember how many times. When he jumps through that window.
When he jumps through the window, I think I rewinded it like 5 times because I was like, oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Oh, I literally forgot about that movie. Like that is that's an
everything
excellent choice.
About it.
That's an excellent choice.
Awesome.
His deadpan, like just Michael Cera's deadpan delivery of everything. Like
I love Michael Cera.
He should be a bigger star. I know he's pretty big, but like
I haven't really heard of him.
He's just not like leading man material. I don't know if just because of I don't know. It's Michael Cera, but everything he does in that movie is hilarious. Even Chris Evans, who's the Superman dude? Brandon Routh. All of them guys are just, they do their parts really good. And oh my God, that's a good movie.
I wish I can like remember things better and quote it. I remember it in my head, but I can't quote it good.
DJ can quote all the lines.
I know. Can you quote the
DJ? Quote us a line right now.
Vegan, when the dude.
Wait, what?
When he's a vegan, the Superman. I can't remember his name.
I don't know which line you're talking about. The one where you're talking about clean lady?
Say it again.
Yeah, just quote it.
Yeah.
Go to the cleaning lady on Monday?
Yeah.
Because you'll be dressed in 2 seconds. But why Monday? Well, it's Friday now. and she has a weekend off. So Monday, right?
That's awesome. It's good
He's
stuff.
like, we're not done. He and he and me. Don't talk to me about grammar.
That's the line.
Yes.
Don't talk to me about grammar. Oh,
remember
Scott
it so
Pilgrim.
vividly?
That's a good one, Paige.
I've seen it so
It
many
was
times.
way up there. Yeah. I just butcher quotes. That's why I don't try to quote movies.
I used to be able to quote movies until I got old and started drinking. So now I
Well,
can't remember nothing.
I'm young and still drinking, so maybe we're just.
I do good to remember what I did the previous night.
I'm sorry. That's that I found that funny for some reason.
Okay. Deej, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Clue.
Oh, that's in my honorable mentions that I forgot to mention honorably.
I love Clue. Freaking love it. I could watch it any time of day, any day of the week, any day of the month, any day of the year.
That's a good one.
Always.
I actually meant to put that in my list, then forgot because there's so many freaking good comedies.
So I've heard of Clue. I have never seen this movie, but I heard it was good.
It's been a long time since I've watched it beginning to end. But yeah, I remember liking it a lot. You know what? There's a movie, y'all, neither of y'all will know, but y'all might know. Do you know Pink Panther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it all.
I used to watch it as a kid, but
Wait, I've lost Deej
The
visually.
old one or the new one?
Where's DJ at?
I still see Deej. Then the old one, you talking about with Steve, what's his name? Martin? No?
Steve Martin or the older one?
I'm talking about the old one with Peter Sellers.
Nope, never seen that.
No? Okay. Sade?
No, I've only
Okay.
seen the one with Steve Martin in it.
So the original was Peter Sellers. I think he's actually, I don't even know what Peter Sellers. He's either American or British, but not French. And he's doing this ridiculous French accent. And it's just him bumbling about, falling into solving this crime, basically. But there's the original movie. I don't know if it was a prequel or just unreleased before he died or whatever. Anyway, it's called A Shot in the Dark. And it is literally the premise of Clue. Somebody dies and like he's trying to figure it out in that moment. And I think throughout the show, people are constantly dying. So when it comes to Clue, I like Clue a lot. Maybe I'm too high up. I like Clue a lot, but A Shot in the Dark is the one I go to, like remembering how funny it was. So I would go A Shot in the Dark over Clue. If you've not seen A Shot in the Dark, it's been probably 30 years since I have. So, you know, cultural sensitivities have changed since then. I don't remember things, but I think it's okay. It's just a stupid, dumb movie. I think it's okay to watch. A Shot in the Dark. Check it out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I kind of took over that conversation of DJ's Clue. Sorry. But it just reminded me, Clue reminds me of A Shot in the Dark so much.
Gotcha. I just love Clue for its cast. All the characters are
Oh, God,
cracking me up.
yes.
You got Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd, Martin Mull, Michael McKean, and every one of them, like every part of every character, like all their little quirks is funny.
Yeah.
And it's very quotable too if you've seen it. But oh my god, love that movie. Been watching that
Solid,
for years and years.
solid choice.
I'll put that in my list.
All right. Who wants to go first for your number one?
You, Gobs. There you go.
I've been doing my first one.
I'll go ahead
Okay.
and get mine out of the way. I'll get mine out of the way because it was Paige's number 2. Scott Pilgrim's my number 1.
Okay. I kind of figured that was your number one.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
Go ahead.
When we started this whole discussion, I was like, DJ's number one is going to be Scott Pilgrim. But then I forgot about that until Paige said Scott Pilgrim.
So
It had to be.
you're going to say your number one.
Yes.
I wanted to guess, but I don't think I know it.
You won't know.
Oh.
But you can guess. I'll let you
Is
guess.
it like 50s or something? Or like
No.
today's?
No. I will tell you the year 1999.
And there's a comedy from
Comedy.
99.
Is it Ferris Bueller?
No,
That's
that's
the 80s.
before 99.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
Gosh.
99.
99. Tell me the actor in it, one of them.
Tim Allen.
Oh my gosh.
Tim Allen from 99?
Okay, hold up.
Jungle to Jungle?
You got it.
Oh, that was it.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh,
That was 99?
Oh, that
1999.
makes sense. I like that.
I
on my list too.
freaking love Galaxy Quest. And I love it for a variety of factors. A, it's freaking hilarious.
Okay.
Yes.
B,
Definitely.
it's a basically a honorable salute to Star Trek.
I just have to say, for once, I can say I have seen this movie. Like, oh my God, finally.
And your thoughts?
No, I love this movie. It's awesome. It's funny. I like the Weaver chick. Well,
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Sigourney.
I can't ever say her first name.
I watched this with my mother in the theaters.
Wow.
She also being a Star Trek fan, and we loved the nods and all the stuff that was basically Captain Kirk and the crew going to their Star Trek cons, and it's just the whole thing.
Of course.
Friggin' what's his name? Alan Rickman as the Spock character, basically. He was Alexander Dane. Tony Shalhoub doing just super deadpan delivery of everything.
Am I tripping? But is Dwight in this movie? Or
Yes,
am
he's
I
one of
tripping?
one of the aliens.
The aliens are hilarious.
Oh, that's right.
Sam Rockwell. I mean, it's just
It's all good.
it's all good. It's all good.
How funny! I looked up
I'm
this
not a
movie and it's a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Of course, Gobby's from number one's on 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What can I say? I like high quality entertainment. I mean, it is a freaking hilarious movie, and that's part of it. Is like, if you're not, I'm curious, which y'all or Sade, you didn't grow up on Star Trek the original series like I did.
No, I
You
didn't.
weren't familiar with, how much Kirk despised the cons. Not Wrath of Khan, but like
Yeah.
William Shatner didn't like going to conventions.
Oh, see,
He
I didn't know that.
He basically had, disdain for the show because he didn't want to be typecast. It's all that crap,
Just like Spock didn't want to be Spock. Like,
Probably,
he wrote a book
yes.
called I Am Not Spock.
Right. So it's like, but this movie.
And then he wrote a book and said, I am Spock. I don't
this
know.
movie
He was
leans
confused.
into that. So without that, like, backstory, did you enjoy this movie?
Oh, yeah. Actually, but that's the thing. I saw, I think I saw Star Trek in this movie around the same time.
Okay.
So,
you kinda, but this movie has so many in-jokes to Star Trek, but it's not a Star Trek movie. That's why it's funny.
I guess if
or a lot of it's funny.
I guess I probably didn't connect it really that much, but
without that, it's still funny.
I'm just sitting here looking at quotes from the movie and they're cracking me up.
Like Sam Rockwell being the security officer or whatever, basically the red shirt, the red shirt of the show.
Yeah, his name was just Guy.
And he's just like ready to die the whole time. It's great. It's great. Galaxy Quest,
I have to
my number
rewatch
one.
that one day again.
So DJ, Deej, Scott Pilgrim, me, Galaxy Quest, Sade, your number one movie of all time, and I think I know it.
Not number one comedy.
Comedy.
Got to get that right.
Would it be Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No. That one was in
Really?
my honorable mentions.
You freaking love Ferris Bueller. You watched it 1,000 times.
I know.
Wow.
Think of another movie I watched 1,000 times.
Hitch.
No, please no.
Yes. Yes. I love Hitch.
Hitch is good, dude.
I love Hitch.
Hitch is like
I love
a
it so much.
soothing balm to
I play
a
it all the
world
time.
that is bad. Like, I can put on Hitch, watch it with you. Literally, Sade watches Hitch almost every night.
It's
and
been
I'm
a few
not
nights
joking.
I haven't, but I usually do. Gobby finally purchased it for me.
But it's one of those movies that like makes New York City look like a cool city you want to live in. Like, all the characters are nice.
I think one of my favorite scenes is whenever he got the reaction to the fish and the shellfish or whatever, and then his face got all
Allergic.
swollen, and then he didn't think anything was wrong, and then he looked in the mirror and he was like, "Oh my god!" And then he starts grabbing all. he starts grabbing all of it and then like opens one and starts drinking it. And then he's like, come on, like work. And I was dying. And also Kevin freaking James. I love him.
Kevin James.
He's actually one of my
top of his game in this one.
Favorite parts in the movie. Really. He's awesome.
It's good.
Him.
It is it is one of those, it's, they call those feel good movies. And it is one of those movies
movie.
like
it makes me happy every time I watch it.
The city looks cool. The characters are cool. They're having fun. The premise is ridiculous and light. I agree with Hitch, even though DJ clearly does not.
Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie. It's funny. Something about Will Smith's comedy.
I knew.
Whoa. That's not.
Sorry.
That's something with our earphones, not on the actual sound.
I knew DJ was going to say something about Will Smith.
But that was okay.
He cracked me up a little bit, though.
I've always liked Will Smith. Now, Will Smith now is trying a little too hard. Gemini Man just need to stop. Just stop, Will.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But Will Smith being cool and funny, he can do that. Bad Boys, Hitch, everything else he's ever done. Yes, you're good at that. 7 pounds? No.
Okay, wait, hold up. Let's not add 7 pounds. I liked 7 pounds. Have you seen 7 pounds?
No, and I will never.
Exactly. So you can't add it because you've never seen it.
7 pounds.
See, I think that's funny that you trash
7 pounds of misery. That's what they should have called it.
Awful. It's miserable.
7 pounds colon of misery.
Terrible. It's terrible.
Did anybody donate their colon in that one?
I don't think so.
No.
How much does the colon weigh? That's the question.
Too much.
It depends on what you eat that day.
Some are heavier than others.
Ew. Gross.
All right. So I think we have a nicely diverse list here.
I think
so.
I think Sade had the most unique point of view.
What does that even mean? I feel like that means you're saying unique as in Paige has the lamest, or less.
I'm just saying.
You had BAPs and fat girls.
BAPs.
And white chicks. That's what we mean by diverse.
Gotcha. Noted, duly.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I enjoyed it a lot. I like talking about funny movies. Especially funny movies. I love funny movies.
Me too.
All right. Until next time, I'm Gabby.
I'm Shardizzle.
And this is Deej.
Later, dudes.